Hello guys, and welcome back to ancientbloodlineoflight. This is Shivani here. So today we're going to talk about creating servitors, understanding thought form entities. Creating these servitors, you can program them to help you with whatever you want to manifest in your life. To works with your subconscious. Servitors can be programmed to help run your business, like bringing in more revenue to it with their energy, or you can program them to protect you for a particular task or people and whatever it is that you need them to help you, even with your craft. Now, for example, if you want to create a servitor, it's all about the energy that you put into these thought forms, because thought is energy and you're putting it out there to create them. It's like creating an imaginary friend per se. That's basically all it is. So you're just constantly like acknowledging, you're basically giving them more energy to exist. And here's the thing, where you imagine a certain being, maybe angelic type or something, like a character who you're familiar with, like say, like if you wanted to create a servitor who's like a certain character to protect you, that you can invoke for a fight. If you were like a martial artist, you will create a servitor who looks like Captain Falcon from F-Zero / Super Smash Brothers, and then this character, have the same skills, just the speed, the energy, the stamina, and so on. And then you program that, and then maybe you can name it something else instead of Captain Falcon, and then you program it that, okay, to give you energy, I'll play Super Smash Brothers, play as you Super Smash Brothers, that will give you energy, or a Zero game, or a certain song as an offering for it, or a certain meal, or protein drink, anything that you can think of to give it an offering to give it more energy, or simply praying to them, or just simply acknowledging its existence. You're giving that energy, and for that to benefit you in whatever task that you have created your servitor for. So like if you were to be a martial artist, or you teach a class or whatnot, or self-defense to protect you in general because maybe there's bullies in your life, and then you also program its personality, that be confident, be courageous, be well-grounded and secure, and a great leader. And then basically you invoke this energy, and then you become that, and then you have the courage to defend yourself or others who need it. Now, these are some great examples when it comes to servitors. Or you create one who maybe help you with your restaurant business. So you visualize whatever it is, or and then you create a sigil to represent this servitor, or it could be like your restaurant logo, that is the sigil of the servitor, that like many businesses actually do in corporations. And then but many people who are seeing this sigil, this logo everywhere in your domain, your website, etc., and elsewhere on billboards, whatnot, that servitor is feeling that energy. Whatever attention the sigil get in your business in general, the servitor is becoming more stronger, gaining more energy with all that attention, and then it benefits your business to to keep up with its profit and so on. So servitors can be created in many creative ways that you can think of. Maybe one that can help you with like inner healing, inner working, and obviously you could call upon archangels or ancient gods for that. But obviously you can they were also ancient gods obviously are like servitors in general, because we did create them. Our ancestors in ancient times have done this, from different cultures, to Rome, to African spirituality, to Japanese gods, Chinese gods, and so on, etc., and pagan gods, etc. That are all basically thought forms that were created, and all these rituals and whatnot to them are actually just offerings to keep that energy alive, to keep it going, instead of becoming its own thing and going off with its own mind, which actually happens if you don't really give your servitor attention. And many people will say that it just goes off on its own, and with his own actions without your telling them what to do and so on. And some may disintegrate, just disappear, or if you're not going to use them anymore, and then tell them to return back to your original form and send them off to the light so they can just be away, gone. So anyways, there's many ideas into this, creating them and giving them energy. Basically, when you visualize whatever you want them to be, and then you give them that energy now, or create a sigil, which is optional. Any kind of way that you want to feed them energy is very optional, and these entities are basically on your command. And I personally believe that they can have such a good impact with all the energy that they have, that they can even impact things physically, like possibly end up physically moving an object. Maybe this is what magicians have done. They created servitors, gave it so much energy that they became so strong that they actually like started moving objects physically. Like, for example, Chris Angel or David Blaine or any other kind of magicians possibly created servitors to actually help them achieve their goals with their magic tricks. And people may not actually understand that from the mundane perspective on things. And the more you understand that servitors do also have like a impact on your everyday life, like if you were to work at a certain job and it's like the business is booming and there could be an entity behind that, there has to be something behind that. A lot of people may not seem like it, but they could be all into the craft, into sorcery, whatever you want to call it. And it's all that energy that's put out there, and then people keep coming back to you because it's like it's pulling towards you. There's an entity behind it. Like, let's say like television, of course it taps into your subconscious, and especially when your brain is in an alpha state. But there's could be an entity behind that, or you possibly end up creating that entity because of your belief in that. So if you could not be persuaded by this energy, if you believe that you're not being persuaded by it, you could create a servitor to protect you also from that. And people will do that, and I personally feel like, with children say they have this imaginary friend, not just like speaking about like earthbounds or ghosts or anything, but they create an imaginary friend. I think that's actually pretty cool because, once they grow up and understand what they created, like me, for example, I had like so many servitors when I was young. Now that I think about it, and how so many of them had guided me on my spirituality and understanding things, well, not completely deeper that I understand now, because obviously there's like a lot more that I had learned and understood where like I'm a lot, older. But this also goes for a good example if, say, like if a child had read a scary story or seen a horror movie, and then now they're saying that they're hearing things in their closet under their bed, they're constantly feeding that energy, then they're actually gonna create these thought forms when they actually see them and whatnot. And then people will obviously be like, it's just your imagination, don't believe in it. Okay, it's pretty cool when a parent or guardian tell them not to believe in it, because when they don't, then they're not feeding that energy and it actually goes away. So therefore, actually, it is real. It is actually there. They did create these things, but it's good that they was told not to believe in it, and then it actually goes away. And then obviously they're not going to be affected by nightmares and anything like that. They're all good. And even if they call upon angels or whatnot to help them, they're clearing that energy and they're good to go. And this is like basically what I want you to understand about servitors and thought forms, and what you can actually realize, because I know that a lot of people are like, oh wow, like that makes a lot of sense. Well, you're welcome. Create some amazing servitors. Be responsible with your energy. Stay well grounded. Don't cause any harm with them. Like, use them to cause any harm. Keep things in a good, pure, loving intentions with them, and enjoy. And if you don't want to like use them anymore, just tell them pray to them, be like, I return you back to your original form. Imagine a white light, them moving into it, or it's engulfing them, and return them to their original form, and then you release that attachment to them. Done. So enjoy your amazing day.